Look, I'm gonna talk about something. Look, the reality is this could either be taken really well or it could be just totally blown off. It's totally up to you. The truth is, there's this phrase that is circulating in the media lately. It's been on social media. I mean, it's everywhere. Everybody keeps talking about the Great Reset, the Great Reset, the Great Reset, right? And the funny thing is some people don't even know what it means. I want to talk about the reset that really matters, right? Not about the world, not about the economy, not about currency, not about any of that. I want to talk about what really matters. I want to talk about you and what's in here, right? We need a reset. We as individuals, you know, our country, our world, this nation, our state, our city, our community, the people, it's made up of people. It's all made up of people. So if we're trying to, if we want a better world, it's going to take a lot of work. But it's all going to start with people. Everybody keeps thinking like, it's an election year. If we get the right guy into office, it's going to change everything. No, it's not. It's really not. First of all, because the president actually has so much less power than people want to give him credit for. When anything goes right, they want to say, my guy did it. Yes. Something goes wrong. Your guy got it wrong. I can't believe that. President has little power. He really does. He's got very, very little power. He's got little ability to do anything. He's got the ability to have executive orders that ultimately Congress can overwrite all of them. Congress can step in and say, that's wrong, that's stupid, we're not letting that happen. And he can't do anything about it. Now, like I said, it's an election year, and there's all these buzzwords, and there's all these things all over the media, and social media is terrible. Everything's a conspiracy. Everybody's out to get you. You know what? I challenge each and every one of you who's tuned in to see this. I'm challenging you to look inside yourself. That's right. Don't look at Craig across the street. Don't look at your cousin Billy. Don't look at Susan. I want you to look inside yourself and see how you need to reset yourself and reset who you are and where you've been going. Because we have global fatigue is a real thing. We get so bogged, and the pandemic was, that's probably the worst thing that came out of the pandemic is global fatigue. Because we became so consumed with what was going on over there, or down the street, or in the other state, or in the White House, or in another country, or overseas, or, it didn't matter. We were so consumed with what everyone else was doing and what was going on here that wanted to make sure everything was fair, right? Well, this country shut this down, but this country didn't, and this country has this, and this country, oh my gosh, they're at war, and how do they have it so much better than us? How do they have it so much worse than us? Didn't matter how they really had it. People were just drowning themselves in a sea of negativity because people wasn't looking at it like when somebody had it better or whatever. Oh man, that's so awesome. I'm glad you did that. I'm glad they got this. No, they were like, how come? Why? It's this endless sea of negativity that the reality is no such thing as fair. As fair as it's ever going to be coming right after the week of Easter. Today is Tuesday. Easter was 2 days ago. The fairest it'll ever be is that regardless of your sins, regardless of how much you've fallen short, regardless of your endless failures, which you've got a lot. So do I. So do all of us. That's the thing. But regardless of any of that, Jesus left heaven. He decided. He was instructed by God his Father to leave heaven, leave his side, come down, walk as a man, amongst all the sinners, be beaten, broken, and bruised, hang on a cross, and die so that I would be saved, so that you would be saved. No matter how much you've messed up, no matter how much I've messed up, all we got to do is believe in him, accept him into our heart, and then accept him into our life, and follow Jesus. That's our ticket to heaven. That's as fair as it'll ever be, is that he offered every single human being, regardless of your stance, your station in life, no matter what political party you affiliate yourself with. Oh yeah. Republicans, Democrats, Independents, the Tea Party, the Green Party, the whatever. Doesn't matter. Every last one of you are all eligible to go into the kingdom of heaven. No matter what country you're in, nationality, race, creed, you're male, female, short, tall, twiggy, fat. We're all sinners. We have a thing in our society, and pandemic made it worse when people had nothing to do but sit at home behind a keyboard, and people were real brave behind a keyboard. People attack people for their looks. People attack people for their race. People attack people for being different than them. People attack people for being the same as them. People literally get on there and attack people for the food they eat. People literally called themselves Christians and attacked people for wearing a mask on their face. You're not believing in God because you put on a mask. Surgeons put on that exact same mask. It's a law that they put on that mask. And if they did not wear that mask and you became infected, you could sue and probably own the hospital because they didn't put that mask on while they were doing knee surgery on you. People attacked people and became angry over statues during the pandemic. And I'm not even saying that these statues, some of them were okay or some of them were right or wrong. The point is that some of those statues had been there for 150 years and nobody got mad about it until they had nothing to do but sit around and be bored and complain. It's almost, I almost gotta laugh because that's where we were. We were in such a state that we're like, let's just complain about it. So, and the thing is that's been perpetuated across social media ever since. The pandemic created that. And since the pandemic, nobody slowed down with their complaints or their whining or griping or any of it. It's just ugly. It's just nasty. It's just terrible. So I challenge you to take some time. Take today, tomorrow, take a week. I don't know. The sooner the better. I mean, I think you should start it immediately. But I don't think it should be an extended amount of time. It should be a shorter time. But you should take some time and reflect on who you are, what you want to be. If you have a family, if you're like me, so everybody's in different situations. So whatever your situation, just take yourself. But I'm going to talk about me right now. So I've been doing this as a husband. Am I the kind of husband I want to be? To be a good husband, I always look at my mom. I look at my mom and I think of what she deserved. And I think of the things that she got that men treated her right. My stepdad, my dad. The times that they got it right And I think about the times they got it wrong. I don't want to get it wrong with Kimberly. I already have. I've gotten it wrong 100 times, and that's probably me being really conservative. I've probably been way more than 100. But I care enough that I want to get it right. As a father, I want to be a good dad. I want to be a good leader for my boys. I want to set a good example for my daughter. I feel like my daughter's got a lot of influences in her life. And some of them are really good. Some of them are really great. They are. But she's just the difference is she's grown. You know, my daughter's 25. Today's her birthday. She turned 25 today. But I want to be a good example for her so that way I can continue to be a strong influence because she's grown. And so she's got a lot more influences in her life now that are her choices. She chooses the church she's at. She chooses the career that, but she stays at home right now. She's got her own little business, but her husband works. They choose the career paths they have. They choose the friends they align with. They choose the circles they run in. And I want to be a good example so I can continue to lift her up, even though I'm not her direct influence. I'm not her strongest influence anymore. You know, I want to be a great role model for my boys. I want to teach them. I want to be firm when I need to be, but soft when I need to be. I need to be a comfort, a safe haven. They need to feel safe that they can come talk to me, safe that I'll protect them. But they need to know that we can be emotional, we can share hard moments, the challenges in life. And we need to build our life on a foundation of God. Me and Kimberly built our relationship on God. We prayed multiple times before we even started dating. Before I officially asked her out, we had been cast in a play together, and we knew we liked each other. We knew it was fun hanging out, so we prayed a lot. We're like, you know, could this be a real thing, you know? And our relationship moved super fast. When I asked her out, we dated for 4 months before I proposed. And then after proposing, we were engaged for 4 months before we got married. And then a couple of months later, we found out that Corey was on his way. Life has been amazing. It's been a blessing. It's been crazy. It's been wild. It's been challenging. It's been hard. And that's why I feel like it's important. Right now, we've been going through a big transition, accepting our new life. Not accepting, embracing our new life out here in Gillette, Wyoming. Moved to Wyoming. And still haven't found our new property yet. We're staying in an Airbnb. We've been just trying to figure things out. It's been crazy. It's been wild. Work a lot. I'm growing my business and growing our family brand. And Kimberly is working a lot. You know, just us getting out here. I mean, the only way we landed here was her travel nursing, and then we landed in a place that we just became home, and we didn't want to leave it. So through all this, I've taken this time to kind of say, you know what, I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to reset. Where is my line of thinking when it comes to my business? Where's my line of thinking when it comes to my family? Where's my line of thinking when it comes to my wife? My walk with God? You know, am I focusing on the right things? I've been working with a great coach because I've coached, you know, off and on for years now. And sometimes it's good for a coach to get a coach because you start to, you coach people for long enough and you stop thinking about your own perspective. You just start looking at things differently. So I've been working with this coach, and it's cool because he started thinking, he's like, are you still thinking from the same mindset you were in Austin because you're not in Austin anymore. You have a different life now. So are you still trying to do the same things, or are you trying to redirect your focus onto new things? Because you really need to make a decision. Like, I got it in my head. I'm like, you know what? I didn't know if I was thinking right anymore. You know, I needed to really make a decision, establish what my overall goals are. I've been working with my partner this last week, and we're really changing the direction that we're working on some things and some projects that we got going on, and trying to truly redirect our focus on bigger, focus on better, focus on where we are now and where we want to be, rather than where we were. We had different dreams years ago. Got new dreams now. It's because we've grown, we've learned. That's good. We've grown in our lives, we've grown in our knowledge, grown in our business, and we've grown in our families, and our families are a big part of what we do in our business. So I challenge you to do that. Take some time, reset, reconnect with your family, reconnect with God, reconnect with yourself. Like, are you taking that time for self-health, your mental health, your physical health? Are you doing the things that you need to do? Are you happy with what you're eating? Like, you know, I mean, honestly, I don't go walk around condemning people for what they eat, but are you feeling good about yourself with what you're eating? You know, not just happy. Oh, I enjoy that Big Mac. I love a Big Mac, I do. But I don't eat them as often anymore. I don't eat them as often anymore because I just know I need to dial it back a little bit. And that's no criticism to Big Macs or McDonald's. I love McDonald's, one of the greatest places in the planet. It's a great business, great company, great food. But it's not good for me to eat every day. I said, just take some time, really think about it. Think about if you're where you should be. And if you're where you want to be. And if you're not, start making those changes. Things don't have to be perfect. Learn as you go. Learn as you grow. Start making changes and be willing to be flexible and adapt as you go. It's okay. Just get started. It's your boy. I hope this helped you. It meant a lot to me to just share it. So, share it with somebody else. I'm out.